Ugh. Well, trying to do wormholes. Greetings, hello, whatever. Just had a crash. I was in a wormhole just heading into chaotic space, and instead of loading chaotic space, the game disappeared. It means I'll appear in normal space. I'm completely kicked out of the wormhole with no buffs. I went through like 5 regulated space zones trying to get bonuses to make my combat more effective in the chaotic space, and then I got kicked out.
Starting warp engine.
I only did like a couple of events, so
Commencing
I got like practically jack all out of it. I did get a decent number of encrypted boxes, but they're mostly ammo.
Arrived at target location.
Well, a decent number considering I did like 2 or 3 regulated events and didn't get into chaotic. Skipping through zones looking for buffs. The first year
Approaching
didn't have
target.
any, I don't think. I like to try and get 3 buffs, and I'm happy for chaotic.
Target engaged.
Yesterday I got them really early, and they're not very good ones. And this doesn't look. Nope. Yep. Once again, we've got
Starting
nothing.
warp engine.
Well, we've got stuff, but no
Commencing
buffs.
warp.
I want buffs. Chaotic. Straight on, more regular space. Try
Arrived
again.
at target
Now,
location.
all adds towards your distortion effect timer. You have a limited time in wormholes. When you go to chaotic, you get a fresh
Auto
timer.
combat activated.
And you don't get very many buffs in chaotic. So only try and pick those up in regular.
Approaching target. Target engaged.
There's one.
Starting warp engine.
I've got 2 in this zone to try.
Commencing warp. Arrived at target location.
Commencing!
Oh, this is a bit random, this one. You can get 3 enemies, which is
Target
like
engaged.
nothing really. But you can also get 2 field
Starting
generators
warp
and an
engine.
enemy. And the field generators give you various
Commencing warp.
buffs.
Arrived at
So you
target
can have 2
location.
buffs from it. So we've got a field generator, which is nice.
Target engaged.
And it's given us plus 15% damage, which is one of
Target
the nicest.
engaged.
I like that one. I tend to,
Starting
if I
warp
get
engine.
if I get buff off this one, I
Commencing
have
warp.
done it
Arrived
and then
at
just
target
left.
location.
Oh, we've got another field generator. This is the good variant.
Approaching target.
But when I've had the buffs and just left
Target
without
engaged.
moving on, I've lost them personally. Oh, we didn't get lucky and get the other drug buff.
Target
You
engaged.
can get one with, I think it gives you a speed bonus or something, but I want to keep
Starting
this
warp
15%
engine.
damage. I could be mistaken, but I am pretty sure that mine have disappeared if I don't go on and kill Swordfish 2. The last one is always Swordfish 2. So we've got 15% damage
Starting
on
warp
that, which
and
is nice.
commencing warp. Approaching target.
This one's risky. If you get the wrong answer,
Target
there's all your
engaged.
shields. Two, four, double, triple, quadruple. So 48 times. Okay, cool. We will look for more
Starting warp engine.
buffs. Okay, so yeah, that gave us polymath, which is plus 12 kilometer weapon
Commencing
range.
warp.
There are several that give that, and it's quite a common one. It is good for blasters.
Arrived at target
It's less.
location.
I've got tactical blasters, so it's like not as
Auto
useful
combat
for me
activated.
now as it was when I had small blasters. But then it doesn't mean that your tactical blasters and your small tactical blasters end up with a 28 kilometer range, which is kind of ridiculous for small blasters. It means that, well, I hope it means that you don't get the damage drop off from like tactical
Approaching
blasters
target.
close to max range
Target
lose
engaged.
some damage to compensate for them being like much better than every other way. Or to stop you from using them as a replacement for snipers and staying at max range. You get some damage done at longer distances.
Starting warp engine.
But yeah, it means that I can use them at like 20
Commencing
kilometers.
warp.
The normal range is about 15.
Arrived at target
So it means that
location.
I'll get like 20 to 23 or so without having to worry about a damage drop off. I'm gonna do it again because I might end up with the other buff.
Starting warp engine. Commencing warp. Arrived at target location.
Have a field generator.
Target engaged.
Last time we got 2 field generators and they both gave the same one, which was annoying. Well, we got a plus there, so... But no.
Target engaged.
Thank you.
Starting warp engine.
That may have been the one we already
Commencing
had,
warp.
or it may have been that fire control
Target
radar
location.
alert, which
Auto
was just
combat
temporary, and
activated.
we got red tail the second time. Which means that actually, there's no real point in
Auto
sticking
combat
around and
defense.
fighting
Starting
red
warp
tail,
engine.
because the third one's not going to be a buff, and that wasn't a buff, so who cares?
Arrived at target location.
If we got bebop on the first one, then we might have tried the second, but red tail on the second, and no buff on the
Auto-combat
first,
activated.
just leave.
Approaching target. Target engaged.
Right, what is our distortion effect up to? 3 loads of time. Which is nice, because we got no buffs in here. I want one more.
Starting warp engine.
I would love the merchant buff, or the rampage buff, which is the
Commencing
same thing.
warp.
Plus and minus 8 damage, 8% damage in your favor.
Arrived at target location.
Commencing!
Auto combat activated.
Since energy management is not a concern on Star Travelers, I do like to try and use my thruster. It does often seem to have a small impact. You know, I'm not pilot specced anymore, even though I'm an explorer or pilot. But it does kind of... this is why I click approach
target.
because otherwise it's just frustrating. You can
Target
approach
engaged.
the target straight away. That's an acceptable combat command, but interact with something that needs you out of combat, and that doesn't happen for several seconds after combat. Come on. One more buff. Let me get some normal space in. Let me specify. One more buff that
Starting
I haven't
warp
already got.
engine. Commencing warp. Arrived at target location.
Commencing!
Okay, yes, this is the
Approaching target.
one that I said I wanted. A merchant buff. So, sweet. So we've got to save them from some pirates. There's about 5 of them, but they're pretty weak.
Auto combat activated. Target engaged.
And the annoying thing is, I think I should be okay. I should possibly head on to Chaotic pretty soon.
Target locked on.
Because the fact that I did a previous run, and I'm not returning to base in between, means that I've actually used like about 60% of my ammo though at this point. Not so safe doing these runs that I do them all in a row. I like to, if I had like a massive stockpile of boxes in my warehouse back at base, then I might, but 1500 or 2800, getting close to having used 50% of my ammo.
Starting warp engine.
I've got the 3 buffs I want. Okay, I'm gonna...
Commencing warp.
I'm only on the Sword Effect 4, so I'll do... I think I'll do like this zone now that I've got the 3 buffs I want. And I actually quite like this
Target
event,
locked on.
particularly in Chaotic, since I'm not
Auto combat activated.
hugely safe. You know, I can get pretty badly damaged in Chaotic space just by the NPCs. They are all after my wingman, which is not very nice of them. It can get really frustrating if it happens a couple of rounds in a row.
Target.
I mean, it worked out really nicely there. I took no damage, so I'm like good to go for the next round. See, the nice thing about this in Chaotic is the fact that between each round of enemies, you have to loot the box. So if you don't want the next round of enemies yet, don't loot the box yet. And you can recover your shield.
Target locked on.
This time they are hitting me. I've done so much damage, I'm not going to use my special.
Target engaged.
In regulated space, this goes pretty smoothly. Just cruise along.
Target locked on. Target locked on.
See, if you plow straight through, that 3 set of 3
Approaching target.
doesn't particularly take longer than some of the other ones. And it has recovery time options in between, so...
Auto combat starting
So
warp
annoyingly,
engine.
it always like rejigs, well, it doesn't always, but because it removes the event you've just done at some point within like 30 seconds
Arrived.
of
Target location.
Commencing!
either as soon as you've done it, like it happened kind of just there. Now, see, this one's always recommended to do by people online and stuff, but the other one isn't.
Target locked on. Auto
And
combat
there's not
activated.
really that much difference between them. You have to wait a little bit for the spawns to come back on this one. And there's travel time between them. Like the second lot normally come around like 25 to 40 kilometers. Or maybe more like 25 to 35 kilometers normally away from you, so. And then the third spawn on this one normally happens right on top of you, so it can be a bit riskier. Definitely a bit harder to go in chaotic, so let's see how far away the next ones are. Follower must die, yeah. So they're 30k out from me. Why did I get so far out of range then? I did, okay, I didn't know. Thought I didn't for some reason. Because I know I had it in the last round, but... If you get the Enoch followers, you want to kill them first, because they have energy drain. I think the believers have lasers. I think it's the deacons that have lasers as well. And this is just all vindicators, which hit quite hard, but only for... Well, they're designed to be hard hitters, but not... They don't have lasers, so they don't hit as hard for me. Oh, they do have lasers. That's not nice. Starting to run lower on energy more recently, and then now we pick up the boss.
Target engaged.
And get ourselves ready for the next one. We're a bit low on energy. Our distortion effect is at 7, which is getting on for, like, you could probably think about moving on. Yeah,
Auto combat
I have enough
destarting
for
warp
normal
engine.
space.
Commencing warp.
Good number of green boxes, but I want some blues.
Arrived at target location.
Commencing!
You know, I want to get into my tier 2.
Auto combat activated.
Get into a higher level wormhole. Start getting some purples, hopefully.
Approaching target.
You like Eve, this game is just
Target
like
engaged.
clicky interactions. You just tell the ship what it needs to do. And it does it for you to a degree, but this one you actually have stuff to do, like approach, you know, you can do approach and orbit and stuff, and it just like feels quicker. Okay, now that is a good thing to have in your chaotic zone. But you don't want to do it straight away.
Starting
because
warp
there's
engine.
a decent number of those
Commencing
events lower your wormhole distortion level. So if you're first in, we've got distortion effect 1,
Arrived
so we've
at
got
target location.
like 2.5 minutes before we start suffering any distortion effects. And this one's a bit time consuming. But, and it doesn't give great rewards actually. I was doing it because, so it's N3. Sometimes they, most of the time once you binge them they disappear, sometimes they don't. So this is like 5 sets of drones, 10 drones in 5 sets of 2. So it's relatively
Arrived
easy to get
at target
done.
location.
Commencing!
Target engaged.
This one I'm still doing, but I haven't been paying attention to the rewards. Last couple of times, I'm at the stage now where I've figured out like more about
Auto
what
combat
the events
activated.
are, and which ones I can do. And now I need to start paying attention to like what the rewards are and are they worth it. Waste of a shield. Screen. quite time consuming actually, but it's pretty risk free. And I need to pay attention to what the reward is. It's like pretty risk-free relative to some of the others. It also depends which one you get. The Assassinate Sahakya, that one can be a little bit damaging.
Target locked on. Target locked on. Target locked on.
Look at these guys, half the time they attack the station, not you, so it's like... I should probably move on and stop doing it now that I'm managing unstable chaotics better. You know, it was continuous combat, so I wasn't really paying attention to the timer at the beginning as I was learning the events and stuff. A minute and a half is a relatively long time.
Target engaged.
Let's see what we get though. Is it worth doing? An ammo case, standard wormhole supply case. Warps distortion effect 2, but I think you can lose more than one level of distortion
Auto
effect at
combat
once.
starting warp
So
engine.
before I try that thing,
Commencing.
I'll do another event before I go to that clue site. Point of interest site. I've heard them called various
Arrived
things.
at target location.
Pointy hand.
Commencing.
I don't know. Call it what you want. Okay. Follower
Target
must
locked on.
die.
Auto combat activated.
See, that follower's energy drain has taken me right out of energy. And that's very bad. Because now I can't even fire my guns. I've got to rely on my wingman and the occasional round. See, that didn't go well. That wasn't nice, but I
Approaching
don't have to pick
target.
that container up straight away. I can get my shields and my energy back. But it does make it take more time. That's a good enough start.
Target engaged.
Siphoning my beacon. I think I have a fair number of levers on there.
Approaching target.
I think I'll activate my little recharger. And
Target
save the other one.
engaged.
Activate it just before I get into range of combat. Well, their range, not mine.
Target locked on.
Oh no, that was going so well. They were going to be toast. I'm going to have to go back to base now. That's 2 wormholes I've been kicked out of in a row. That is ridiculous. Son of a mother. It doesn't normally happen. I always get it on video when it does. This doesn't normally happen. Maybe the stream interferes with it. Alright, I'm going to do my last wormhole without streaming.